Talking Pig steals show. So last weekend, my family decided to have one of those big reunions where everyone brings a specialty dish, their kids, and, in Uncle Bob's case, a peculiar talent or party trick. This year, Uncle Bob rolled up in his slightly rusty pickup truck with a trailer hitched at the back end. Much to everyone's surprise, inside was his prized pig, Pierre. Now, Uncle Bob has always been a bit of a character, claiming that Pierre was no ordinary pig but one that could understand French. Naturally, we all thought it was one of his tall tales, but curiosity got the better of us, and we gathered around to see what the fuss was about. Uncle Bob set up a small stage-like area in the backyard, complete with a microphone stand and a backdrop that looked suspiciously like an old shower curtain. He called out to Pierre in French, "Bonjour, Pierre. Comment ça va?" The pig responded with a series of enthusiastic oinks, which Uncle Bob insisted were perfectly articulated responses in French. The kids were mesmerized, and the adults were trying to suppress their laughter, but it didn't stop there. Uncle Bob encouraged everyone to try their hand at speaking French to Pierre, promising that the pig would respond appropriately. For hours, everyone took turns engaging in broken French conversations with Pierre, who simply oinked and occasionally snorted. As the afternoon wore on, it became increasingly clear that Pierre wasn't the polyglot Uncle Bob claimed he was. However, the pig did have one peculiar habit. Every time someone asked him a question in French, Pierre would oink and then raise his little hooves in what could only be described as the pig equivalent of a shrug. This odd behavior was amusing and, admittedly, a little endearing, but it also left us all scratching our heads. Finally, as the sun began to set and the crowd started to thin, Uncle Bob threw his hands up in a good-natured admission. "Well folks," he chuckled, "it seems Pierre isn't much of a linguist after all. I guess it's more of a porc-oui than parlez-vous." The crowd erupted into laughter, and even Pierre seemed to join in with a delighted oink, proving that while he might not understand French, he sure knew how to steal the show.